Okay, YouTube, welcome back to Dwarf Fortress 2014 with the Flying Phent. This is Nighthall, episode number 73. My neighbors seem to be done their drilling and everything, so let's go ahead and get back into it. See how things go. Channeling out. Oh, it's fantastic. Looking forward to having my great hall ready to go. It's going to be amazing. What's the date, by the way? It's the 18th of Galena. My neighbor just started hammering. Shoot, I thought they were done work for the day. It's probably too much to hope for. Especially since it's just 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh well. I'm hoping it's just renovations, because even if I'm not recording videos, I don't really enjoy hearing drilling and hammering all day.
Sir, you can't do that there.
Is this drinks or is this food? This is food, I believe. This is food. Okay, so we need more food. Do we have any meat? I have 22 meat. It's not a lot of meat. I have a fair bit of plants, fair bit of seeds. I think I'll just let things continue as per normal for now. Okay, more floor going in. Excellent. To the floor there. How's the hauling jobs? All taken care of. A few people picking up equipment. That's always nice to see as well. Yeah, I remember in the days before the workflow plugin. I mean, it existed, but I didn't know of it. I would always be like, oh, I need more of this, I need more of that. You know, you're constantly playing catch-up. Workflow just makes it so easy. I highly recommend, as soon as you're comfortable with the basics of Dwarf Fortress, get into the DF hack options. The auto butcher is a convenience thing, but not a necessity. But as far as I'm concerned, workflow, absolute necessity. I cannot play this game without workflow anymore. It just makes it so convenient. I think it's just a matter of time before workflow becomes a built-in feature of the game. I don't think it can survive without it. I actually don't know anyone who plays this game like seriously for any serious amount of time who doesn't eventually move into the workflow plugin or some similar type of mod just to make it usable. Of course, you can use the manager, and that's how I started. Right, when I first got tired of manually adding everything, I started using the manager. But it's workflow. It's being able to keep stock at a certain level that I find is extremely useful. It's one of the things I like about Stonehearth when I was watching Paul Soares Jr. play, was the fact that you can, built right into the game's UI, you can just say, make 5 and keep 2 in the stockpile at all times. I love that. That game looks incredible to me. I'm very excited to pick it up and start playing with it myself. I think, like many games, its feature set is still a little bit bare right now because it's in early alpha. But I foresee Stonehearth as going places. That game looks fantastic to me. I think it's going to outstrip all of the other games that I would consider DF-like. Space-based DF9. Even RimWorld, I think it will surpass RimWorld. Craft the World, I think it will surpass Craft the World. I think Stonehearth is going to be, just a fantastic game. It's kind of like Minecraft meets Dwarf Fortress meets Cube World, with elements picked from those kinds of games. A little bit of it has a lot of similarities I find with Timber and Stone. I find it has a lot of similarities with Timber and Stone. Which is another game that I've watched a lot of videos on, but haven't really played myself. I was waiting for it to get a little bit more refined. But we'll see. We'll see how all these games develop as time go on. That's the thing with early access and these alpha releases. I personally, that was something that I never really was cognizant of. I knew that you could pre-order to get beta access to games. That was kind of a thing. But insofar as buy the game now when it's in alpha for cheaper. My first exposure to that was kind of Minecraft, and I was kind of like, I'm not paying for a game that's not even finished. But as more and more time went by, eventually I caved, obviously, and I did buy Minecraft when it was still in alpha, and then in beta. And I'm kind of glad I did, right? Because that helped the development of the game. It's always difficult though when you do something like that, because you got to be, you don't want to get boned. You don't want to pre-purchase a game and then have the developer say, yeah, you know what, we're not going to finish it. Here you go. And that can happen, and it has happened in the past. So the pre-purchasing a game is always a tricky thing, especially because, especially when you're buying it in an alpha, a lot can change between alpha and beta, even let alone, alpha and final release. So it's always a little tricky, but I would never do it with a big name studio. Like, I would never buy into an alpha of a AAA title. That just seems greasy to me. Like, no, you're a $1 billion company, you can afford it. Even like if Mojang were to be like, oh, we want to put out a new game and we're going to do the same things in Minecraft, I'd be like, no, you're a big studio now. You can afford to do it the real way. But like for an indie developer who really couldn't do it any other way, I'm okay with that. You look at Dwarf Fortress. I've kicked in money for Dwarf Fortress. I've gotten so much enjoyment and so much play out of it. I think that's only fair. But if it was, if Dwarf Fortress is being produced by, EA or whatever, Sony Online Entertainment or any of those big companies, there's no way I would have given them any money. I'd be like, no, release it when you're ready and suck it up. But because it's an indie thing, that's a different story. I'm okay with it on an indie. I also happen to have the money to burn, right? I fully realize when I buy these games that they might be a complete waste of my time. And that's the other factor. If you're on limited funds, it makes alphas a little bit trickier as well, because now you got to balance that with your budget. So it's paying for alphas is always a tricky thing. But I think RimWorld and Stone Hearth are two that I haven't purchased yet, but I probably will be buying. Probably Wednesday. Actually, Wednesday's payday. So on Wednesday, I'll probably pick both of them up. And I'll probably be recording RimWorld soon too, because I think the first level of Craft the World is almost done. And it's my understanding that the next levels are kind of same. I'd still like to do them and record them and put them out there, but I think I might take a break first, right? And that break will probably be RimWorld or Hearthstone or something. I'll probably do RimWorld first, because I've been talking about doing a RimWorld Let's Play for longer. So I'll probably put out a RimWorld Let's Play, and then I'll do, something else. Maybe some more Craft the World. Maybe that would be a good time for a Stone Hearth. Maybe then I'll do an RPG. Maybe that'll be a good opportunity to do, for example, Fallout New Vegas. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. We'll really see how the thing goes. I really kind of loosey-goosey. I kind of fly by the seat of my pants with this whole YouTube thing. I'm still kind of new to it. I'm still getting a feel for it. I'm looking at, what videos get views, which don't. Some of it's a little counterintuitive to me. The videos that are more popular are videos that I didn't think would necessarily be more popular, and it really shifts over time. This week, World of Tanks might be the most popular thing on my channel, but then next week, maybe I'll get very few World of Tanks, and it'll all be about the Dwarf Fortress. So it's really an interesting thing. I'm glad I've decided to give this a try, because one, I really enjoy it. It's fun making these videos. It gives me something to do on my days off when I have nothing else going on, instead of sitting around, whatever you'd normally do on a Sunday, sitting in your underwear watching TV or whatever. I got something to do with my time. That keeps me kind of motivated and creative. It keeps me doing something which I like, is being creative, and which I haven't done for a while because I haven't really had an outlet for it. So this is good. I really enjoy this. I'm glad I'm doing it. But there's definitely a bit of a learning curve involved that I'm still trying to feel my way through. I will say I'm glad I decided not to do it. I'm glad I'm not doing it for the money, because certainly, at least at this point, the money is just not there. I have made $0. They always say don't tell people how much you made, but I got no problem saying I made $0. And I'm fine with that. Even if I continue to make $0, I'll still put out videos because I'm enjoying it, and I'll keep doing it until I'm no longer enjoying it. And that's when I'll stop putting out videos. But yeah, for now, I'm having a lot of fun doing the videos, so I hope you guys are liking them. I've had several people comment that they are, so that's great. It feels like at least some people are getting some enjoyment out of them. Alright, so we're still digging here. I don't think there's anything else going on anywhere else, actually, if we think about it. The floors are getting worked through. Actually, at a rather alarming rate, if I do say so myself. What else was going on? I think that was it. Yeah, it really is a question of waiting for the Mountainhomes. Wow. Oh, I thought I was at the bottom level, but I'm not, obviously. There's one more. There we go. This stuff's already starting to bug me. Let me go ahead and hide these, what I've already mined out. There we go. Much better. Much better. Fantastic. And there's a lot of stuff here because this is 3 levels worth of stone and ore and gems, which is wonderful. Out of leather, right? Yeah, out of leather. We're looking now. It is the 27th of Galena. So moving forward. Well, how's the calendar work exactly? Calendar. Alright, good. There's an entry for calendar. Another party. Galena. Oh, yes, and Galena is the last month of summer. Which makes sense, right? There's early, mid, and late. There's 3 months per season. Early, mid, and late part of each season as well. So each month, like for example, hematite? Yeah, I think it's hematite was early summer, malachite was midsummer, and then Galena is late summer. So there you go. And I believe every month has 30 days, doesn't it? 3 days? 30? I think it's 30. It's the 28th. Almost done here, digging this out. Whoop. And there we go. It is now fall. Pretty sure that's what this is all about. Yeah, the dry season has come. Autumn has arrived on the calendar. There it is. Dry season has come. Autumn has arrived on the calendar. Good. So, Dwarven caravan. It decides which date the caravan is going to come at the start of the season. So it already knows when the caravan's going to be here. I don't, but the game does. Of course, the game is insane. The trees grew over here. Let's get rid of them. Now look at this nice clear path we're going to have for building once we get around to that nice... Oh, actually, let's get rid of this guy over here too. Oh. Stock level is low. Leather shirt, yeah. But I'm low on stock and more than just leather. Holy smokes, they're done. They are... wow. Let's get rid of these ramps then. Hide the stones and the ore. It's amazing. And once that's done, it's going to be all about the smoothing and the placement of the furniture. Reminds me I need to put some doors in. go. Wow, done. My mind is blown. Can't believe I'm still alive. Can't believe I haven't had a single siege or a single thief yet either. I certainly should have seen thieves by now, no? I would have thought for sure I would have had thieves. Thieves with their thievery. You can already see how nice this is going to look when it's done. Like, it's already, for me at least, it's falling into place. I look at this and I'm like, yep, this looks good. This looks good. I think there's a stone hiding this door too. So the garbage dump there. Let's find this magical hidden stone. Dump it. Now we can go ahead and remove that dump. What was the other room I did this in? Did I remove the dump from it? I don't know if I did. Oh, what's this? What kind of a fancy door is this? A nice door. Well, you should not be there. Remove. Stone doors should be going... I didn't know I had any stone doors, but... Oh, I think I made that because stone doors were going to go in my Hall of Heroes there. The stone doors do look nicer, I'll say that. As far as the game's tile set, this tile set goes, the metal doors definitely look nicer, or the stone doors definitely look nicer. I don't think this guy's removing that door either. Oh, maybe he is. I don't know if he's home or removing the door. No, he is removing the door. So let's go ahead and build door. We'll put a bitter orange door. Sure, bitter orange wood door. Good. Stone door is probably tasked for pickup. Oh no, it was a. I see. It was a artifact door even. I want to forbid that to avoid using it in the future. That would be the wise move. Just to kind of give myself a marker, and so that I can go ahead and designate it. Chair will go here, and no, it's a table. Table will go here. So chair will go here, table will go here. So there's going to be a row of tables and chairs, a row of tables and chairs, and then I'll probably put a head table probably here, with a little gap in the middle, and that's where the king will sit. He probably won't ever eat there, but he'll have a spot there, should the king ever come. But I'm predicting he will, because I mean, come on. Nighthalls is obviously going to be the new seat of the dwarven monarchy. No one's going to make a better fortress than us, and therefore, in pre-planning in advance, we're going to get ready for the Mountainhomes to move in here. As well, and open these up so that people can go get the food. Nope, Pults have hatched. Good for them. Good for you, Pults. You have my support in your hatching ways. I'm hoping this is not too big for me to designate as a dining room. I obviously don't need to include this area. I need to include at least the main tables. I don't even need necessarily to include the nobles' tables. Set up a stockpile here temporarily. Dump all this stuff in there. The reason I'm dumping this is because I could just build the door and they'll move this out of the way. But the problem is they might move it onto the stockpile. And then that stockpile will have a space being taken up by a stone or ore. So I'm just going to dump it and get it out of there. Okay, so let's go put in our doors. Bait palm, orange, tea wood, orange. Okay. If those doors are designated, I should, in theory, be able to come here and make this a dining room. Nope, I was not done sizing. Look at that, it almost... I can actually make it cover everything if I just use space over here.
I can't do it. I just can't.
Smooth. Let's go. Get your smoothing done. I'm going to go ahead and remove the designation of these little corners. Eventually it all will get smooth, but for now I don't need that to be smooth. So let's go ahead and smooth the actual dining room. It's going to take them forever. It's a huge room, and they're doing the floor now, which is going to add to the length of time required to do the smoothing. But, I mean, they're miners, and they really have nothing left to do now other than, you know, additional spaces. All the necessities are in. Actually, why don't we go ahead and put the doors in here as well. Good. I might as well put the doors in here too while I'm at it. I don't think I'm going to use doors there. Those are temporary, right? I'm going to put wall here eventually. That was just because there was no other way to get in there, and I didn't want to dig out, you know, this area, this whole area, just to put in my coffins. So that's fine. So smoothing taking place, the doors are in, the tables are going in. Waiting for this one, I think. I prefer to use the ones on the bottom. If I use the one on the top, I'll assume that I use the one on the bottom, because I always use the ones on the bottom, and then I won't be able to find it. And obviously reclaim as well, because I had them set to dump. Good. Actually, I don't think that was them. I think it was this tile. Alright, so here come the doors. Of course, the one I want is the last one to go in. Because I was foolish and installed that one first. Oh, what do you want? You want leggings. Well, guess what, buddy? We already have that queued to be made, don't we? Forge those leggings. And then workflow should automatically cancel it. It was just one set that you wanted, right? Yeah. Workflow should automatically cancel that once it's done. Okay. Let me release that one, obviously. And then... will it cover the whole room? Very close. Technically it does, but I'm just curious. Since it covers the walls... there we go. Look at that. literally covers the whole room. That is our new dining hall. It will be the meeting hall once I get more tables and chairs in. How many more tables do I have here? I'm just going to go down with them. Oh, that's not what I wanted to build at all. Move that armored stand. Build table. There we go. Alright, so I have 24. And I have a metric ton. That's how many I have. Put 12 in there. Still have more. How many more? 6, 10, at least 20. That's as much as I'm going to do there. I'm still going to go up this way. Now how many more do I have? I have 8, 10, 12 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll stop there just to make sure that the math's right. 2, 3, 5. I should have 3 left. I do. Good. So 1 here. Oop, 1 here. And 1 here, and that'll be it for tables. And then chairs on them all. Whew. Oh, I was bound to hit the wrong key eventually. See, this is how a dwarven hall is supposed to look. I've seen a lot of different dwarven halls, but as far as I'm concerned, tall ceilings, rows and rows of tables, chairs, perfect layout for food fights or anything else that a dwarf could ever want to do. Look at that. Oh, it's going to be amazing when it's all done. Let's get some of those chairs in. So there you go. Stop production of iron leggings. This still says make leggings. Interesting. Are they the wrong kind of leggings? Well, we also have make leather leggings as a task. We just don't have leather, but we will eventually. Right? They'd be over here. I don't. Make leather leggings. Just make it once. Now, what about cloth? Are there cloth leggings? There are not. So maybe he wants leather leggings. He's cancelled it because he doesn't have the leather, right? So I'm going to need to wait till I have leather. And then go ahead and make more leather leggings. Okay. People are training, but they're really kind of done training. The problem is I can't... How did they put that floor in? Seriously, how did they put that floor in? How did they get to it? This is not constructed floor, right? This is all open space. So how did they get here to put floor in? I do not understand. I wish I had been here to see how they did that. How did they do that? If I toggled it to be removed, I bet they wouldn't be able to. We have a wizard in our midst. Someone can fly. Yeah, so we need to continue the smoothing down here, the installing of the tables. And then our main dining hall will be complete, then we'll move on, and I probably do the Hall of Heroes main hall as well. But that'll be in a future episode. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.